Hello, hello. In today's video, I'm actually going to tell on myself, and I don't know if it'll resonate with anybody else or if it helps anybody else evaluate themselves. But um, I had coffee with a friend this morning, and I was explaining a situation to him. And the situation was, I've done a post explaining that I joined a men's group about a little over a year ago, and I learned a lot of good lessons from it. I have a Twitter post on it if you're interested. But I haven't gone for a couple months now, and the friend I was having coffee with, he is in the men's group too. And I was kind of explaining to him that I had at least two interactions with two different guys from the men's group outside of the group, trying to have coffee, making friendship, and that both of the interactions just didn't go well for separate reasons. And it was just kind of uncomfortable, and I was kind of avoiding the men's group because of that. There's other issues with the men's group, but it was mostly just starting to feel like high school with a couple of guys. The interactions didn't go well, and I really didn't address them head on, to be honest. And it's not like me. It's interesting to learn in different contexts you can behave differently. And that may sound obvious, but I've been a manager for over 10 years. I've been a teacher now for over 6 years. I have really good boundaries. I practice what I preach with family, friends, professionally. I'm very kind, but I'm happy and able to make and protect my boundaries. And I've written posts and videos on this. But it was funny to find a new context that I wasn't used to. The men's group is a place that you are vulnerable and share feelings and what's going on in your life. I grew up as a single child with my mom and didn't have healthy male relationships, so I see it's a weakness that I am working on. But in that context, wow, it's like I felt like a newborn or a child again. I just wasn't able to say what I needed to say and set the right boundaries. And I was talking to my friend this morning during coffee, and he pointed out, and I respect this person, and he said it in a nice way, but to paraphrase, he basically said, "You are playing the role of a victim." And it kind of hit me, and I was like, I didn't like it at first because, truth stings a little bit, but immediately I'm open to the feedback, and I was like, man, that 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 sucks, but you know what? That's right. I really was playing the victim because I didn't address these gentlemen that these coffee hangouts didn't go so well. I just kind of let it be, and I kind of avoided or ghosted, or I did address it, but not head on, kind of passively. And that was true. And it was nice to hear that. Even though you learn something and you handle it really well in many contexts, you have to be open that you behave differently in different contexts. And I was glad that this friend told me this. I was really grateful for it. So I found out that I was playing the victim. I didn't handle myself the way that I normally do. It had to do with the context, the new context I was in, kind of reverted to a lower formed emotional version of myself. And you don't want to play victim because you give away your power to other people and situations. So it's a very good lesson. So that's me telling on myself. If you find this useful, if there's anything you can evaluate yourself in that has been a struggle for you lately, are you playing the victim in any way? Did you handle it the way you needed to? Could you handle it better? Are you open to maybe that you were playing the victim in the situation? And once you realize that, then it's the hard truth that you need to evaluate and probably resolve that situation. So that's another thing for another day, but now that's something I really have to think about, how to resolve that in a proactive way. So telling on myself, I played the victim. I had a friend tell me in a positive way, which I'm very grateful for. And I'm just reflecting to anybody that's watching this. Are you playing the victim in any way? And if you are, consider it and see if it's something that you need to work on. All right, everybody, take care.